It's back. Aneira could feel her shoulders being shaken as she lay in bed. It's closer this time. She opened her eyes to darkness thick as ink. Come here. She threw the sea moss open so that Toru could crawl into bed with her. Toru slipped beneath them without hesitation and nuzzled next to her as she ran her fingers through his hair. Only a few minutes later, Isolde and Meridia came to her room. Can't sleep either? Aneira asked. They both lazily nodded and made their way into her bed too. It was ridiculously small for all of them to pile in, but Aneira didn't mind. We still don't know what it is, huh? Isolde asked. Nope, Meridia said. It sounds closer than before. That's what Toru said too, but what are we supposed to do about it? Let it come. We can handle it, right? Meridia asked. As long as we are together, Isolde said. A few nights later, a feverish knock came from the front door. Aneira looked out the window and could tell by the level of darkness and the temperature that it was 3 a.m. Another series of knocks. Who is that? Aneira asked herself as she crawled out of bed and made her way to the front door. She covered herself and opened the door, not expecting to see Kelwin standing there, his arms outstretched, hands placed on either side of the door frame, like he had raced there. I couldn't sleep. His breath was ragged. I need to talk to you. Is everything okay? Aneira asked, still half asleep and confused. Yes, well, no, but yes. What is it? Are you hurt? You need to get out of here, Aneira. Right now? Preferably. Listen, I can't stand being up there and lying awake in my bed knowing how deep down in the reef you are. It's not safe down here. I don't know how your house is still standing. My ancestors built a strong home. This is where my mother wanted me to be. Aneira felt like she needed to defend herself. I know about what happened with your mother. Everyone knows. We had a funeral. And with your siblings. The water around them was silent. Aneira was wide awake. What about my siblings? That day of the avalanche, you weren't home. You were in the village picking up paints for your sister. Cora told me everything. No, I was picking up paint the other day. That's when we ran into each other, remember? Yes, but you were doing the same thing the day of the avalanche, he said gently. It took out all the homes around here. The ones that still stand, like yours. The foundation is unstable. It isn't safe to dwell here. That's why the rest of your village migrated. No, she whispered. Aneira, your mother wasn't the only loved one you lost that day, was it? Her chest tightened. What do you mean by that? Why are you being so cruel? Tears welled in her eyes. Kelwin took a deep breath. Your siblings were home too, weren't they? Isolde, Meridia, Toru? Images burst behind her eyes. The house full of debris, the way she had returned to silence. Their bodies were scattered under rubble, motionless. I can hear them, she breathed. I know you can. I can't leave them. I shouldn't have left them. It wasn't your fault, Kelwin held her hand, but you can't be here anymore. Come back with me. You can stay with me. But I can hear them, Kelwin. I knew this was going to happen. Aneira turned her head to see Isolde standing in the doorway with Toru and Meridia next to her. He's going to take you away from us. He is only looking out for me, Aneira replied. Aneira, who are you talking to? Are you talking to them? Kelwin looked confused and Aneira could see the fear in his eyes. He's right. We should leave and go somewhere where it's safe for us to be together, Meridia added. Where? Toru asked, his lip trembling. Meridia bent down to meet Toru's eyes. Deeper, my love. Not towards the light? Aneira asked. We are safer where the sun can't reach us, Isolde said. No, Aneira, towards the light, Kelwin pleaded with her. We can leave. I can help you. Let's go. Isolde took Aneira's free hand with her siblings in tow and began taking her away from their childhood home. Aneira looked back, and everything seemed different than moments ago. Her home was faded and chipped. She could see through the window the webs of grime and bacteria that had built up. The furniture lay broken and scattered. The back half of the house was gone. It was no longer a home. It was a ruin that she had been living in. Something tugged on her other hand and she came to. She had been dragging Kelwin away from the house and letting her older sister guide her downwards, further into the darkness. "Please," Kelwin screamed at her. "Don't do this. I love you." Kelwin pulled gently upward. "You love me?" Aneira stopped. "Yes," he said, "and I will take care of you, I promise." "He will migrate like the rest of them," Isolde whispered in her ear. Isolde tugged downward. "You don't know that," Aneira said back. "Whatever they're telling you to do, Aneira, don't do it. We can get you help, okay?" Kelwin tried again to pull her upwards. Aneira struggled with her thoughts. She could hear her siblings encouraging her to stay with them. She had always been safe with them, had always been able to rely on them. Where would she be without them? Her mother told her to always take care of them. "I'm sorry," Aneira said and let go of Kelwin's hand. "Please," Kelwin begged. Aneira continued swimming downwards, looking back at Kelwin. "I have to take care of them." He followed her for several strokes, but the pressure increased quickly around them. The last thing she heard him say was, "I'm gonna go get help. I love you." Darkness swallowed his voice. She felt herself crying, but as she looked at her siblings, their smiles encouraged her to swim deeper. It was comforting. She could sense the change in pressure on her body, pressing down on her head. The temperature dropped. Her siblings continued to guide her deeper. And as the darkness enveloped her, Aneira could hear the chorus of her siblings' voices in her head. Another voice came out clearer than the rest that she hadn't heard in a long time. As she approached the bottom, "Come to Mommy, my darling." Aneira closed her eyes and let the dark take her.